Hey guys, so I know that this video is going to end up being a couple of days early, but considering that we have one of our major solar festivals coming up, or major Sabbats, I just basically want to say Blessed Lughnasadh, or Lamas, as it's also known as. Now, when it comes to this fire festival, it is in celebration of the god Lugh. Now, I'm not going to go into the whole history of it. If you wish to know the history of it, please research it. But basically, when it comes to this holiday, it is, or Sabbath, it is the first of 3 harvests, depending on your tradition and depending on your beliefs. Mabon would end up being the 2nd, and Samhain would end up being the 3rd. Now, when it comes to this one, it is pretty much the harvesting of pretty much all grains, wheat, oat, barley, pretty much early fruits, the fruits that basically are ready to be harvested. And when it comes to making bonfires for this particular Sabbath, because of the god continuing to die, the sun is continuing to lose its power, its strength, and it's the waning of the year, of the solar year. Basically traditionally, when bonfires were lit, it basically symbolized the giving strength to the sun. Basically continuing its strength, its power, its warmth in order to basically continue in order to produce crops, so then we could continue in order to harvest food for the coming winter. Because obviously winter can be very bitter, and it was very bitter back then. A lot of people got sick, a lot of people died, a lot of people even starved to death because they didn't have enough food in order to nurture their bodies during that time. One of the reasons for why we have feasts, this is one of basically 3 feasts. You feast, you kind of pig out, you gain weight because that extra weight insulates your body. So therefore, that insulation helps you in order to keep yourself warmer for the winter months. Excuse me, I took a couple of notes because yes, I can pretty much remember the majority of it, but some things, I feel that's important. Sometimes I can't remember all of it. That's what I meant to say. I think I pretty much got everything. This is basically almost like the pagans' Thanksgiving. Thanking the sun god for basically his sacrifice, and thanking the earth for its bounty, for its harvest, for its beauty. As the waning year, or the waning solar year approaches, the leaves begin to die, and as they do, their colors change. And, of course, they fall. And, I don't know. I love autumn. I love autumn. And I know that's not autumn. Lammas actually marks the middle of the summer. So, I don't know. It makes me excited for, the coming of Mabon. So, I didn't just do that. You know what? I did. You guys should know me by now. I'm random ecstatic. And of course, the mother goddess is in sorrow but yet she is joyous because the god continues in her to live inside of her due to the fact that she is pregnant, in which case she will give birth to the god at Yule. Spells that would typically, or spell work that would typically be done around this time is for prosperity, abundance, and good luck. And if you really wanted to, you could also do it for health. Basically in order to keep yourselves healthy, you know, for the coming months, due to the fact that the change of the seasons. I know that, you know, people with allergies, people end up getting colds, or people just end up getting sick. So that's me putting that out there. But I'm going to show you guys real quick what I have done for my altar. I have a crystal grid set up that I have not charged yet, but I will once I basically figure out what I want the stones in order to stand for each one, and have my affirmations set up. So here we go. Little show and tell, you know how I am. So we have, I do not have a gold or yellow candle, so this is actually green. You can even see it. But I got this at Walmart for $5, and it is lemongrass verbena. Don't know if you can see that. You can kind of see that. It's a little blurry. I have, obviously, you guys know that I love this candle. I got this off of sacredmist.com. I have my Japanese teacup that I actually found. Don't want to scratch you. That I actually found at Goodwill, and I don't even remember how much I paid for this, but I saw the painting. You know, I saw that, and I turned it, and I checked the bottom, and it's actually from Japan. So I got super ecstatic, so I bought it, and now it's like permanently on my altar. Got my moonstone for goddess. Sorry, I kind of like jumped. Of course, have to have my citrine for god. I have my itty bitty Buddha with my 1863 Civil War token. Sorry about that. I almost spaced on that. My turquoise. For some reason, the majority of the time, I end up putting that turquoise in front of Buddha, and I really don't know why, but I do. My little quartz point. I don't really know if that's a generator point or not, but it's a large quartz, and as of lately, I've been keeping it on my altar. And my Athame illuminator candles. This is not going to stay on here. This is actually going to come off. I have my little wolf pendant. I have my reasons for having him on here. Illuminator. Now, excuse me, my hip popped. I have my pentacle that I actually, if you see the pentacle inside Christopher Penzak's, I believe, geez, what is it? The Outer Temple of Witchcraft, or I believe that's it. I basically just traced the outside of the pentacle instead of coloring it in, because I just prefer it that way. So what I have here for the actual grid itself is the stones that are actually typically used in celebration of Lammas if you are into stonework. And what I have is a carnelian in the center. Basically, the reason for why I put carnelian in the center is in order to basically symbolize the sacrifice of the sun god. So I guess you could say that that's like the blood of the sun god. Have citrine, 5 citrines at each point of the pentacle. Have tiger's eye, 5 of those. And what I did was I took, well, pretty much my only quartz points, except for my little one over here that I typically use for my wand or for charging my crystal words. So I have 8 quartz points pointing outwards. Now, the reason for why I did that was, number one, because it kind of makes it look like a sun. Trying to make you see. So it makes it look like a sun. You know, we have 8 Sabbats within the year, 4 major, 4 minor. And not only that, but, you know, the energy that I put into it, it basically disperses out. So then it's kind of blessing those around me, blessing the earth, blessing the universe, instead of just holding it in, I guess you could say. So it's kind of like, you know, you charge the stones with properties that you want them to. You know, you say your affirmations, and it kind of disperses out. I always seem to have a reason for why I do things, but I don't really come down to a conclusion as to why until basically after I've done it. So I'm gonna set you guys back up here so that you can actually see my face. But yes, typically when I set things up, I pretty much go on instinct or how I would like it in order to look, and then I kind of figure it out afterwards. The majority of the time, as I've said in my built-in video, it seems to be correct, and the majority of the time it works for me. And it kind of makes sense at the same time. Yay for making sense! As I said, I just got off work, so at least I think I mentioned that. I don't remember. Yeah, I just got off work. So I'm not going to draw this video out into some long, you know, 20-minute video like I've been doing with my coffee time series. Now, I have noticed, as most likely you guys have too, I did skip Midsummer's. For some reason, I just wasn't feeling it. So what I think I'm going to do not quote me on this. What I think I am going to do is I'm going to do a video for the major Sabbats. You know, I've already done Beltane. I'm now doing Lamas or Lughnasadh, however, whatever you wish in order to call it. Either one is correct. Doing for Samhain, and then for Imbolc. And then next year, starting with Ostara, I will do the minor Sabbats. Kind of give you guys a little bit of background, and understanding, and just basic information on the Sabbats themselves. And of course, you know me, I'm gonna do my little show and tell thing and kind of give you basically a reason for why I do the things that I do, or why I set things up the way that I do. Not everybody is going to be the same. We already know this. But I don't know. I just rather, you know, let you guys know, and then rather than having several people asking me, well, why did you do this? Well, if you watch the video, then you know why. Sorry. I feel like that there was something else that I wanted to say, but I'm not too sure. I don't know. Sorry, my neck is kind of bothering me. That's what I didn't even finish that sentence. Wow. My neck is bothering me. There we go. Okay, I think that's it. Sorry, I'm like spacing out. I need time in order to wind down before I go to bed, so this is my wind down time. and I'm going to go and set you guys up so then I can copy the file onto my computer and upload you. So, as always, thank you for watching. If you wish to share what you're going to do, or maybe if the time has passed, what you have done, and not necessarily share your experiences. You know, I don't ask for anything personal. If you want to share your altar or any extra information that you may have, or if you even wish in order to, you know, add in the history behind Lammas or Lughnasadh, then please do so. Comment, message, video response. I'm open to pretty much anything. As always, please remain respectful of all the times that I say that word. But, yes, anything. I love networking. I love discussion. So yes, that is that. Thank you again for watching. And as always, love and blessings.